Utah Jazz tries to keep their...
Thanks, D.A. Look at Cleveland's starting group. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Gallinari is out there with Hayward. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Bradley in at the 1. And for the Jazz, they've got Bledsoe. Collins is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Conley, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Now here's Bradley, and out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Even this early on, Brent, have you been on teams where you just knew changes were coming down the road?
Yeah, most of that, Kevin, I think happens because of internally what's going on with the team. Yeah, on the floor, you're going to see guys operating in the offense, playing pick and roll, but
it's behind the curtains where you begin to feel, right?
Good executives and good coaching staffs understand communicating to the people in the front office to say, hey, if we stay this way, our potential, instead of growing, is not knowing how low we're going to go. So we need to make some changes.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. 6 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich against Hayward. Thompson, the stupendous finish in traffic.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
The pass to Collins. Bledsoe outside. Over Bradley. Utah getting another chance here. And stolen by Hayward. Pulls from the top of the key. Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And there's Bledsoe on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Look, it's nice to be a tough, small guy in this league. If you're built like Eric Bledsoe, the contact, no effect.
Now here's Bradley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Gallinari surveying the D. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Well, the defense has to close out on Gallinari. He's shooting the 3. That's where he's dangerous.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Conley. The tray. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from John Collins. Clarkson kicks to Hayward. Here's Thompson, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. You got to try to body him up.
Conley against Bradley. To the middle. Here's Collins. No good that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Over Bogdanovich. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And that's now 6 points for Gallinari.
Sweet shot from Gallo. So many ways he can hurt you.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
So they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Pass to Giles. Kicks it to Mudiay. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Tice. The Cavaliers leading by 4. .107 left in the first quarter of the game. And so it's Mudiay with it. They'll bring it up for Utah. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's exactly what you want Mudiay doing. Seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
Nunn passes to Harris. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And when Moutier takes off on drives like that, it's almost impossible to be in front of him.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nunn passes to Gallinari. Here's Nunn, defended by Ilyasova. Back to Gallinari.
When you're defending Gallo, you have to be careful because he is exceptional at drawing the defense into him when he's shooting.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
First free throw is good.
Amazing year last year to see Gallinari fully healthy. So valuable when he's out there on a consistent basis, and he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Both shots good from the stripe. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Moutier. On the wing, Batum. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Danilo Gallinari. He is feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley.
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Peyton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Daniel Tice out there with Gallinari. Then there's Brown. Then there's Harris. And it's Nunn in at the point guard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin, and you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair, but understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. And it's Gallinari missing. Utah trailing here. Batum attacking, and the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
6 to shoot. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Nunn, defended by Moutier. Nunn can't get it to fall. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Moutier kicks to Niang. Inside. A shot by Batum, no good. Pass to Nunn. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. He dishes it to Gallinari. To the paint. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Utah calls timeout. So Utah ends up going with the new group.
And checking out the numbers for Hayward, some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
It keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star players playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do with fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
Pretty good recognition for Clarkson. He's moving the ball, and some good things starting to happen now offensively.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Bledsoe against Bradley. And the pass to Clarkson. From deep. A rebound by the Jazz. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Here's Hayward. Oh, that's blocked. Conley feeling it out. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bradley. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Bledsoe. A beautiful reverse layup. Bledsoe's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Wow, the energy from Bledsoe in this one, excelling at turning on the jets and getting to the basket.
Here's Clarkson from outside the arc, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what's the plan for the second half tonight?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
Okay, we'll see if we can get that done. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. The second quarter. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Collins is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Conley in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Bledsoe passes to Conley. Clock at 6. Back to Bledsoe. Shoots the 3. Collins dishes to Baines. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Conley. Shoots over Bradley. Conley's shot is off. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. The 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming along like massive. Yes. And what you're seeing too over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This 2-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
Harris with it. Now defended by Moutier. Back to Thompson. Gallinari outside. Down low. Here's Harris. Second shot opportunity. He muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
The specialty of Tristan Thompson is to rebound the basketball, and he can do that in bunches.
For the Jazz, Ilyasova comes in for Collins, and it's Batum in for Eric Bledsoe. Batum passes to Giles. Moutier kicks to Batum. Shoots from 14. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Harris. Bledsoe get another chance. Another shot, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. Jazz have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there it is for him. 7 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Nunn passes to Gallinari. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Cleveland the rebound. Thompson. That one's not going to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Giles. Outside, Batum. Trying his luck from deep. They grab their own miss. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And now a look at Emmanuel Moutier here, how he performed last season. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Eric Bledsoe is checked in for Utah. And Cleveland also making a change. Daniel Tice is checked in for Gallinari. Harris outside. The shot's good. Harris has got his first basket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Bledsoe kicks to Ilyasova. Bledsoe taking his time here. Bucket is good. Bledsoe's got 6.
Well, he might be 6'1", but Eric Bledsoe is fantastic with different kinds of finishes around the rim.
None passes to Brown. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. For Cleveland, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Jazz with some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Bogdanovich comes in for George Niang. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Clarkson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, the defense did everything in their powers to make that possession difficult. Jordan just more powerful.
Conley against Harris. Conley with it. Bledsoe outside. Here's Ilyasova, and it's good, but hold on. The officials that one on the replay line. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is cute.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, we got Hayward. Clarkson is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Tice in at the center. Clarkson passes to Tice. Dishes to Hayward. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Conley finds Baines. Gallinari against Conley. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Bledsoe passes to Collins. Shoots over Clarkson. No good. That would have tied it. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Cleveland. The lead is 2. Here's Bradley. No good. Shot missing. Collins with some nice D. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on John Beilein's huddle with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed.
It's tipped. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Collins.
Easy to forget that sometimes Gallo is 6'10", so skilled and is aggressive down there, making the D get physical with him.
And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished 1 ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
But we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Conley against Clarkson. Conley dishes to Baines. Bledsoe for three. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
And the Jazz call time here. They're down by 10. A minute 50 left in the fourth. Let's present Jordan player of the game, Danilo Gallinari.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villainites. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Clarkson. Doesn't go for him. Collins with some nice D. Jazz trail by 8. To the inside. Stolen by Clarkson. The dish to Bradley. .59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so it's Cleveland with it, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Bradley. Doubled by Conley. Conley against Clarkson. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Puts it up. That one wide left. Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point, asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
.20 seconds left in the game. Here's Conley. Here's Collins. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
And you know what? Smart foul. You gotta try to extend the game.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Gallinari outside. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. 3 spot. Now here's Teague. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that day.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
A quality role player. Kylie Stein offers energy, lit, and a team-first attitude his squad appreciates.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Barton outside. Down low, stolen by Bamba. Bazemore with it, now guarded by Barton. Bazemore gets the bucket. Teague with the ball. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And here is Hield. 5 to shoot. Good on the shot. Hield's got 5 now.
My buddy, you can't give Hield these mid-range chains. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And they kept fouling him. I mean, it only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
Bazemore passes to Sabonis. Shoots over Barton. And too long on the shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Bazemore. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Teague against Fox. Hield kicks to Barton. Up top, Bielitsa. He's covered by Bazemore. Just 2 to shoot. That's a 2 from Hield. And Bamba pulls it down. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Their last meeting was able to come out on top.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench. And they
on the changes for Charlotte. James Johnson checked in for Cauley Stein. Omari Spellman comes in for Bielitsa, and it's Wyden for Will Barton. The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. And Lamb kicks to Payton. Now the pass to Wood. Now here's Holmes. He's guarded by Johnson. Moves back up. Holmes, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hornets. They trail by 6. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Rebound by the Kings.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Hield. Sacramento making their last shot.
deserved the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here are the Kings now. 6-point game. Now here's Lamb from deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Hornets, Hield is out there with White. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then it's Johnson, and it's Spellman, and it's small forward. Yep, it counts.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside. But when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball there.
Hornets trail by 4. To the middle, and Johnson with the stop.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the shooting with this Kings team is a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Lamb. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Right, the pass to Hield. From the baseline. Rebounded by Holmes. Sacramento leading by 4. Right side, Davis. Passes it to Holmes. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Johnson. Bielitsa comes in for Amari Spellman. And Barton subbed in for Hield. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Washington's checked in for Christian Wood. Ken Bazemore comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Davis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Payton. Here's Fox. After the basket by Will Barton. Misses the layup. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. Pass to Bazemore. The 3. It's good from long range. Bazemore's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
It's Barton on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Barton, no luck.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Barton against Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got the lead up to 9 now for Sacramento.
But he's far from a shooter. I mean, Fox also has the ability to burn you from this area, too.
It's blocked. 1:06 left in the first half. Here's Holmes. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Some changes for Charlotte. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And it's Teague in for White. Sabonis Bialica against Bazemore. And Bialica kicks to Barton. Will it go? And again, the Hornets missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Bazemore. And so it's Sacramento. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson, it's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a 13-point lead. And that'll...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Talk about problems between the players and fans. And I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
Clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Weber, you suck. You can't shoot. So what? You just dunked on the whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. Keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere when they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Kent Bazemore is out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's Bamba in at center. And Sabonis misses off the right iron. Hornets trail by 9. Hield outside. Over Bogdanovich. Hield can't hit. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Johnson, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Omari Spellman comes in for Bialica. And Derek White subbed in for T. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Wood, he's checked in for Sabonis. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Kent Bazemore. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Elfrid Payton in for De'Aaron Fox. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Davis. Harden with the rebound.
Ugly start. The second half, they missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Hield with the bucket.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
Bamba kicks to Lamb. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the King. Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Barton. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
On the wing, Davis, covered by Hield. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Back to Johnson. Barton outside. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Now just a 3-point Kings lead.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Payton outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And it's Hield off the drive. Makes it off the glass. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He was so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
Here's Davis. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's the pass to Bamba. Over White. That one rolling around and runs out. Here's Charlotte now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Hield. No good on the shot. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Now Lamb. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Bamba offline. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's Sacramento. They're up by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Derek White. Morris is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Teague, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And Fox gets it to go.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Teague bounce pass. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket for Morris.
Oh, love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
Fox passes to Sabonis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. Throw good. Sabonis. Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in, and Sabonis drops them both.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson, where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
To the right side. To the paint. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. It's good. And the Kings lead by 5.
And when Bogdanovich sinks these, oh, it just cripples the defense. I mean, nothing you can do to guard against that.
Charlotte calls timeout. And the Hornets making a change here. Green's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Oh, the former Georgetown Bulldog, Jeff Green, now a veteran in the NBA. I mean, he's bounced around the last handful of years, but he's a smart player who still knows how to make an impact.
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. And for Green, who is almost out of the league due to a heart condition, he's had a great career.
He has, Kevin. I mean, he's never been an all-star, but his production has never been lacking at any of his stops. I mean, lately, Green has been best as a leader for the second unit, who came up with a handful of scores every game.
Bogdanovich with it. Passes to Sabonis. Takes the 13-footer. The Hornets pull it in. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Green, and he banks in the layup.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by T.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the ball.
That puts them in the lead. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 2. 1:57 left to play in the final quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Buddy Hield.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Will Barton comes in for Green, and it's Buddy Hield in for Derek White. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Offensive rebound, Sabonis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. And Sabonis drops them both.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
The Hornets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Hield against Bogdanovich. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Hield. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You have to be cautious in how you guard Hield. He's skilled at picking up the contact.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Here's Fox. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Here's Hield. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
I love the poise from here, not getting overwhelmed. He exercises amazing patience when the pressure is on.
And here is Fox inside and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Hield. It's in!
I like how Hill runs the pick and roll. If he gets any separation off the screen, he's ready to fire.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Fox. It falls. A huge shot to tie it up.
Now We've seen this before from Fox. His ability to score in tight spots. I mean, it's simply incredible.
Charlotte calls timeout. The score knotted at 43. 15 seconds left in the game. Here's Hield. For the win. Oh, he hit it!
Oh, he
hit it!
A great goal! Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
That's how you end a ball game. The dramatic three to win it all.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is...
For sure, Dave. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Horford is out there with Whiteside, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Adams in at the center. Now here's Ingram. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. So it's Boston now. Horford the pass to Tatum. The 3, just 5 to shoot. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Tatum continues to expand his range, and with his size and length, he can shoot over most defenders.
Holiday against Smart. Holiday, the pass to Adams. It's Ingram on the wing. The shot misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Smart, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And, you know, that's exactly what you want from your point guard. Get the ball to the open guy on time and on target.
And Holiday, here we go. And Whiteside sends it back. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Ball no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Smart on the wing. Guarded by Holiday. Here's Whiteside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Tatum. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You know, guys, Tatum's ability to rise into his jump shot makes him hard to defend for just about all defenders.
Right side Holiday. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And a new group in for the Celtics. Jang, he's checked in for Whiteside. Justin Holiday comes in for Jason Tatum. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. And that one goes long. Pelicans trail by 9. To the inside. Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. They recover it. Here's Wanamaker. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Moore with the steal. And Redick now atop the key. 12 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got each one more. Favors is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Melly in at the power forward position. Holiday inside the line, busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Holiday's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Boston. Here's Alexander Walker. Good, nice job down low.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's Wanamaker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Holiday, the pass to Wanamaker. And that one hits back iron.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And not just a long-range gunner, but Etuan Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And a new group in for the Celtics. Whiteside's checked in for Horford. Jason Tatum comes in for Justin Holiday. Marcus Smart's checked in for Porter. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. 5 on the clock. Here's Walker. Drills the elbow jumper. Walker's got his first basket of the night.
You know, Walker can be absolutely deadly from mid-range, and he knows exactly how to shake free for the shot he wants.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Holiday.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Walker the pass to Whiteside. Smart deciding where to go with it. From downtown, Pelicans with the rebound. Ingram outside. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Smart kicks to Walker. Unable to get that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The pass to Holiday. Here's the 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Walker the pass to Jang. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Strong move in the painted area. I mean, Jang draws a lot more fouls when being aggressive.
Celtics making a switch here. Herter's checked in.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Holiday finds Adams. The 8-footer. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Adams has got the lead up to 2 now for New Orleans. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Whiteside. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Boston again missing. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Tatum. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Walker. On the floor for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guard. Whiteside is out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Tatum wide open. He fires one off the left rim and out.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Clock at 6. Here's Holiday. Connects on the foul line jumper. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge. A gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Walker looking for an opening. It's deflected.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Ball dishes to Ingram.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Marcus Smart, and that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Porter. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hey, Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Now a timeout called by Boston. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you want from an elite point guard.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Redick is checked in.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by New Orleans.
Ingram kicks to Redick. From deep, Moore drills the three-pointer. Moore's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Holiday. That one, no good. Great D that time from Favors.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Porter, no luck. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Horford against Ingram. Pelicans shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Ejuan Moore. The Celtics also changing it up. Jason Tatum comes in for Porter. And Walker subbed in for Justin Holiday. Here's Tatum. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Here's Holiday. The layup missed.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Here's Holiday. Off on that one.
Walker hustling on defense is a sight to behold. I mean, proving he can.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. New Orleans on top. They finish off the third quarter on a 14-4 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Williamson out there with Adams, and it's Holiday in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Jang, the pass to Tatum. Here's Smart. Off target with his three. New Orleans leading by 11. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Holiday dishes to Ingram. Holiday, the pass to Adams. He kicks it to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. It's Redick on the wing. Off target from outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. First one falls for him. Ball's checked in for New Orleans. Boston also with the sub. Whiteside's checked in for Jang.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Right block shot, and there's Williamson on the assist from Redick. That's now 8 points for Zion Williamson. Outside, Walker. Pass to Tatum. Over Williamson. Tatum's shot is off. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Here's Williamson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Count that bucket.
You know, that's why Walker's the guy that really stirs the drink for them. Such a really good understanding of the pick and roll.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Smart. From about 16. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside, Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics.
Boy, the heart of Walker, that competitive spirit, he's never afraid to go inside, and he's got a lot of different ways he can score in there.
Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 11. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Brandon Ingram.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Williamson. Good work defensively by Horford.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Tatum against Ingram. Passes it to Ball. Rebound, Boston. Outside, Walker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Got to give Walker all the credit. I mean, clever, went inside, refusing to let the defense have the upper hand.
Both teams will make substitutions. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And here's Tatum for three.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Holiday looking over the floor. So New Orleans wins it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. ground, certainly to look at. Thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Hill is out there with Mitchell, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for Denver, we've got Paul Millsap out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Now here's Brown, and there's Porter on the assist by Brown. Porter's got the first basket of the game for the Nuggets. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired.
The NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
It's good.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Mitchell looking it over. No good from outside. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. It's a 3-point game. Over Hill. Murray, no good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Mitchell wide open. And Valanciunas pulls it down. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray against Hill. Murray, the pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Oubre. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Giannis, and it's good for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Valanciunas in the high post. Lopez is there. Murray, good.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here is Hill. Floats one. He lays it in.
Well, George Hill making me get out a box of tissues. Sweet teardrop there.
And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Millsap set up there in the mid-range. Pretty good rhythm on that jumper.
Oubre outside. Passes it to Giannis. Back to Oubre. That 3 off the mark. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nuggets. Leading by 5. And finished off by Brown.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with him.
And there's the pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Brown, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Paul Millsap. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Porter. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Murray. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bradley's checked in for Lopez. Kaminsky comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Matthews in for Mitchell. Matthews no good. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to Boston. Pass to Brunson. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown inside. Hill's there. And it's Brown missing and taken away by Brown. Can't get it to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now here's Bradley. Not a lot of room. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Bridges. From deep. And again, the Bucks miss. Hardaway with it. A 3-ball. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Ringing the bell.
And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field.
I'm just trying to focus on the court.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Plumlee. Monte Morris is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kleba in at the forcing. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that.
Bucks trail by 9. Now, here's Bridges. Rebounded by Hardaway. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And another miss by Denver. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Looking now at some numbers for Hardaway. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Murray, the pass to Valanciunas. Ball's knocked loose. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Here's Matthews, and Matthews throws it down.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Morris kicks to Porter. In the corner, Murray with it. This one for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Antetokounmpo, no good. On the wing, Morris. Covered by Mitchell. Morris with the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And the Nuggets franchise still looking for their first trip to the NBA Finals.
How about the franchise making the ABA Finals back in 1976? So it's been quite elusive here in the mountains to get the finals back to Denver. 40 years ago, still looking for that trip. D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Matthews. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Denver making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and then for Milwaukee, Bradley comes in for Marvin Williams, and it's Hill in for Matthews. Here's Porter. Softly drops in the floater. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Millsap's against Hill. They need this. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
A different look for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Michael Porter. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Murray, no good. Bucks trail by 15. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Passes it to Lopez. Bangs home the trifecta.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Out to the right wing. Brunson. And again, Denver with the triple.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Ray.
It seems like...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Jones. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, some perspective. And
with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Mitchell is out there with Hill. And it's Oubre in at the 3 side. Denver leading by 15. Murray kicks to Millsap. Back to Murray. And Brown now atop the key. From 10 feet out, here's Valanciunas. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Valanciunas has got the first field goal of the second half for Denver. Oubre outside. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Mitchell. Doesn't go that time. Steve from Valanciunas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's some good anticipation there. Murray quickly out, leaking in transition and filling the lane.
Giannis passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The pass to Millsap.
spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
No good from Valanciunas.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offense. Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Morris passes to Valanciunas. Kicks to Brown. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is for the Nuggets. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Millsap, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Monte Morris. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bradley's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Hill with it. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Kaminsky. 6 to shoot. And it's Denver with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brown kicks to Brunson. Now Valanciunas, 5 points in the game. Hardaway finds Brunson. Offline with his 3. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Hardaway, no good. Bucks trail by 14. And here is Bridges. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bradley, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most chance points in the NBA. The Nuggets number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Valanciunas, and Murray subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Brunson scanning the floor. The 11-footer. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense. High percentage looks from inside.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray with it. He's got 9. Fires for 3. Can't hit that one. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And from on top, they're up by 11. From the Pepsi Center. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Porter, Jalen Brunson out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Kleber in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Bridges passes to Mitchell. He goes up again, got a piece of it.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Murray kicks to Brunson. Back to Murray. All sorts of time. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bucks trail by 11. He's covered by Murray. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for Maxi Kleber, and Monte Morris subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Millsap against Lopez, and that one's good. Millsap. Right nowadays, teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Millsap trying to get open. Morris with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet, Kevin?
Denver calls timeout. For Monte Morris. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Brown dishes to Murray. Over Hill. Murray, no good. Bucks trail by 6. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley through.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Now here's Murray. Down low. Valanciunas inside. Lopez covering. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession is just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo to tie it up. It doesn't go for him. Good steal from Valanciunas. Here's Murray. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Porter passes to Murray. Inside, here's Valanciunas. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Millsap. He kicks it to Porter. Pass to Valanciunas. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Millsap. No good. Timeout called the Bucks. The score is tied at 44. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Deep two from Hill. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Win the tip, and always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Jaylen Brown, also Jamal Murray out there. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Michael Porter, and it's Kleber in at the 4-man position.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Murray, the pass to Kleber. Back to Murray. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Giannis against Porter. Giannis passes to Kaminsky. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. Hill against Murray. Dishes to Valanciunas. Murray against Hill. Shot clock at 6. They're outside. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. And the dunk by Giannis.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's average only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. There's a minute 34 left in overtime. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Murray dishes to Valanciunas. Got a hand on it. Valanciunas against Giannis. Oubre outside. Loads it up for Giannis. The shot, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, he just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Murray kicks to Porter. Buries the triple.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're trailing by 1. There's 42 seconds left. Action has been terrific. Here is Hill. Over Murray. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And again, the Bucks miss. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
To the inside. It's good.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're behind by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the first overtime. For the Nuggets. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Giannis against Millsap. And here's Hill for 3. The 3 won't fall. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
They get the rebound. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. So the Nuggets win it. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really
what a ride. I mean,
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.